Greetings everyone, I am Thomas the Retro Nerd, reviewing the games good or bad. Ah, come on Thomas, I was just trying to cheer you up. The number may have changed, but we're still dealing with the same bullshit. Dang, that's harsh. So, what are you in the mood to review today? Well, I think it's best bet to review a good game to stay in a positive mood. You're going back to the world of Mario, aren't you? You know it. First off, I want to say thank you to everyone for showing love to my Super Mario Bros. Trilogy video. I had a lot of fun making it, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. So yeah, Mario had 3 successful games on the NES. Hell, the first game was the best sold game of all time until it was dethroned by Wii Sports for obvious reasons. Yet the best sold game to this day is, in my opinion, the most boring game that ever existed. No matter what you say, Mario is still king. So today I'm going to be reviewing one of the best Super Nintendo games of all time. And that of course will be Super Mario World. In 1991, after Sega was showing off their new system, the Genesis, to rival the NES, Nintendo released a brand new Super Nintendo Entertainment System in North America. With the launch, not only did it came with Super Mario World, but it also came with F-Zero, Pilot Wings, and their version of SimCity. I might want to look at that someday. Anyway, Super Mario World is considered to be the 4th installment of the Super Mario Bros. Series. Hell, even the working title did say Super Mario Bros. 4. So after 30 years since its release, does this game still hold up to this day? Short answer, yes. Long answer, let's pop this thing in and find out. So here we are with the title screen. Mario is showing what is to expect for the players. Now with the plot. Mario, Luigi, and the princess seem to be fed up with Bowser's antics and decided to take a vacation to Dinosaur Island. Not that long being here, Bowser snatched the princess yet again, leaving the Mario Brothers to save her. Anyone else getting numb from this story? I grew up with the Game Boy Advance version, which adds the additional cutscenes right before you start the game, just to let you know. Along the way, the Mario Brothers come across a new character named Yoshi, who went to stop Bowser because he and the Koopalings stole Yoshi's friends. Not only you could ride him like a donkey, but he could also eat enemies in front of him. He could also act as an extra hit. Just be careful, I guess. Now that we're on the Super Nintendo, we got more buttons and some new tricks to work with. We got the usual running and jumping just like in the previous games. Mario can still grab Koopa shells like in Mario 3, though this time Mario can kick them up to knock enemies from above or hit item boxes that he can't reach. With the press of the A button, Mario can do a spin jump that can break the blocks that blocks the warp pipes, or turns enemies into dust. That's satisfying. Also, you can use the L and R buttons to shift the camera to see what's up ahead. I never use this feature often because I feel it's not needed. All in all, these are the best controls I've ever experienced in a Mario game. With a brand new Mario game, you got some new enemies. We do have the returning enemies like Goombas, Piranha Plants, Pokies, Babons, Cheep Cheeps, Bombs, Boos, Bullet Bills, and this might be the first game to feature the Koopa Troopas walking on 2 feet. The first enemies we're introduced to are Rex, a dinosaur-like creature that could be killed by 2 stumps, or 1 stump if you do Mario's spin jump. Torpedo Teds are a bitch to dodge, but they aren't as annoying as Bullet Bills being underwater, though their placement can be hard to deal with. Dirty motherfucker. Oh god, I hate charging chucks. I consider them as the Hammer Brothers of the game. Just to let you know, they are just Koopa Troopas with football gear. They do just about everything to make Mario's adventure harder. Throwing rocks, footballs, and baseballs at Mario? Check. Taking more than 1 hit to defeat? Check. Letting other enemies know that Mario's presence? Check-a-doodle-doo! God, what do charging chucks not do? I know, right? Aside from that, Super Mario World introduced other staples in the Mario franchise like Swoopers, Mighty Moles, Fuzzies, Blargs, Wigglers, and shit! Yeah, Bonsai Bills. These things are scary. Lastly, Super Mario World introduced us to the Magic Koopa, a base for characters like Carmella, Cammy, and one of my favorite characters, Kamek. Kamek! Once again, to defend yourself from these fiends, we got the returning Mushroom, Fire Flower, and Starman, which works just as they do from the previous games. Mind me if I nitpick, the Fire Flower was originally designed to be a sunflower. Why is it a tulip in this game? Is it because of the different climate on Dinosaur Island? I'll buy it. The new power-ups we have in this game are the P-Balloon that makes Mario float in the air for a while, kind of like a real balloon, and the Cape Feather, which is one of the most game-breaking power-ups in the game. By going at top speed, simply jumping, you'll be soaring to the sky and the majority skip levels that drive you insane. Hell, you can even do this to some auto-scrolling levels, which are good because they are a thorn in my ass! I also wanted to mention the blue square on the top. That is supposed to be a backup item storage. It's simple, if you already get a power-up that you're powered up, the current item goes into the box. If you get hit, the item drops down for an easy power-up to save yourself. If not, you can also press select to just release it. Personally, I prefer the item inventory for Mario 3, that's just me though. The one thing I hate in this game is how you get hit. We're back to the original Super Mario Bros. 1 tactics, and that's one flaw that irks me! Last thing to talk about is the new character in this game, Yoshi. Funny thing, Yoshi was an idea originally conceived during the development of the original Super Mario Bros. Thanks to the capabilities of the Super Nintendo, he finally made it. Simply put, Yoshi is awesome. Not only he can swallow enemies whole, and whatever he can't swallow, he can spit them out like a projectile. Also with the multicolored Koopa shells, Yoshi has different abilities. Though green does nothing, which is just a regular projectile. Red shells can make Yoshi breathe fire, the blue shell gives him wings, Red Bull is a lie, and the yellow shell allows him to stomp hard. In the end, Yoshi is an awesome addition in the Mario series, and unlike the later Mario games, you can actually bring Yoshi along with you after beating a level. Though, on the other hand, Yoshi is not allowed to go into ghost houses or castles. That's a bummer. Then again, I guess that those levels weren't made for Yoshi in mind. Oh well. Anyway, throughout the game, you're exploring Dinosaur Island not only to save Princess Toadstool, but all of Yoshi's friends as well. I gotta say that this is a bit of a step down. Compared to the previous game, Mario has to travel through 8 worlds to save 7 kings and the princess. Here, it's just one big island with segments interconnected with each other. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing this game because of how it was handled. It's just my opinion, so you don't have to agree with me. Nevertheless, wherever you are on the island, the level reflects your current location. I find it funny that the world segments had food themes like Donut Plains, Vanilla Dome, Chocolate Island, the works. I remember getting lost in the Forest of Illusion when I was younger, and the Valley of Bowser is just generic in design.
Wait a minute! Is that...
New to this game is ghost houses, which are more puzzle-based than the other levels here. It's a good change of pace, and I welcome it. To complete each stage, you have to enter the goalpost, and by breaking the tape, you're rewarded with star points. Collect enough star points, you will go to the bonus stage where you play tic-tac-toe with Mario power-ups. I did manage to get the maximum 8 lives, but that is just pure luck and finding the right rhythm. Though I say it's better than a slot machine from Mario 3. Another thing that makes this game unique is the multiple exits littered throughout the game. They're very easy to spot on the island map. If it's a yellow dot, there's only one exit. If it's a red dot, then there is an alternate path that'll take you to a secret exit which is resembled with a lock and key. You see, in order to 100% this game, you have to find all the exits, and there are a total of 96 exits. Damn! While finding some secret exits, you will uncover the Switch Palaces. Completing them will turn dotted squares into solid blocks. Yellow ones will always contain mushrooms, and the green ones will always contain cape feathers. Nothing for red or blue. Weird. If you're planning on getting all the secret exits, you'll find stars that'll warp you to the Star Road. Around this area, you will come across multicolored Yoshis. Whatever shell they have in their mouth, they only have one ability. Red Yoshis will always breathe fire, blue Yoshis will get high on Red Bull, and yellow Yoshis causes earthquakes. Once beating the Star Road, you will come across the Special World with the hardest levels in the entire game. I mean, these names of these levels are ridiculous.
Then again, this is the introduction of the Super Linga dudes!
The 90s were sure a different time, folks. And I'm not lying here, these are the hardest levels in the entire game, especially Tubular because of... you know who. Though, by completing these levels, you are deemed ward as a super player, and by returning to the island, the season turns from a spring-summer season to an autumn season.
Did someone spike my wild cherry Pepsi?
Actually, no. Not only the season changed, so did the enemies. God damn, this game is weird. Last thing to talk about before the final boss is the returning Koopalings. They're back to get their revenge on the nasty plumber from their humiliating defeat from the last game. Not gonna lie, these boss battles are better than the same repeat bullshit from Mario 3. I can tell that there is some variety here. You even get to fight Big Boo in one of the ghost houses, and even Reznor in some secret fortresses. After defeating all the Koopalings and exploring through the sunken ship, we gain access to the Valley of Bowser, where the King of the Koopas reside. And... what? No. You can't be serious.
Okay, you win this!
Aside from that dumb moment, just take the main entrance if you want a proper challenge against Bowser. By getting through the castle, you will get to Bowser in his clown copter, which makes reappearances in the series. I'm sorry, why is Bowser green in this game? Did he even take his aside from the Deke cartoon too seriously? Oh, that's rich. Anyway, to defeat Bowser, you have to stomp on the Mecha Koopas and toss them in the air and hope they land on his head. Jesus! A giant metal ball? Who the hell thought this was a good idea? You know what? Never mind. After defeating Bowser, he releases the princess and flees out of control. After a fireworks show and the best end credits theme in the Mario series, we finish Super Mario World. Oh, and we get an enemy roll call to cap this up. Awesome! Now there is no surprise that this is easily my favorite game on the Super Nintendo. Mr. Miyamoto was tasked to make the next Mario game to show off the capabilities of the console, and it shows. Colorful graphics that represent the world around, hilarious presentation when Mario defeats each castle. I mean, one of them launches like a rocket and crashes on a hill. If that's not funny, I don't know what is. I even really like the soundtrack to this game. Though the soundtrack is mostly made of the same few songs, it's the smaller details within each song that makes this soundtrack great. I love it whenever Mario rides Yoshi, the drums are added to the background of the soundtrack. I first heard of the athletic theme thanks to Super Smash Bros. And I loved it ever since. I also love the castle theme for its creepiness. It fits the levels it represents. Koji Kondo always manages to prove himself to be one of the greatest composers in the video game industry. Overall, if you want to take a look at the Super Nintendo library, start off with Super Mario World. You won't regret it.
Well, folks, even though that the past year was not as pleasant, but we should all note that we can make the best out of a bad situation.
Barry, yeah, what are your plans for this year, dude?